Hey there, it's Paul Lynn here with the Ferris Property Group. I'm a real estate agent here in Indianapolis, Indiana. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how long it takes to close on a house. Is it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months? Stick around and you will find out right now. The first thing that's going to determine how long your closing will take will be the type of loan you choose to take to buy the home. So if this is an FHA loan or a USDA or a VA or a first-time home buyer type loan, typically those loan programs may take a little bit longer. They require certain documents, they require certain things that maybe a conventional loan would not require. So just keep that in mind. You're going to want to talk to your lender to figure out what best fits you and kind of how long those processes take. The next thing the lender is going to look at is your financial stability. Are you a first-time home buyer with little money in the bank? Are you somebody that just started a new job and maybe you've only been there about a year? Or are you a home buyer that's purchased maybe 10 homes in the past and you have a lot of money in the bank? Your lender is going to look at all of those things, and that will help determine what type of loan you should get and how long this process will take. If you are a first-time home buyer with little money in the bank, there may be a couple of months of things that need to be done in the background to get you to where you need to be so that you can buy a home in the future. And I know that the loan process might be scary. Don't get discouraged. The lender would rather deny you up front than to waste all your time and then your deal fall through at the end. So definitely be patient, take your time, and just follow the steps. And I promise you, it's really not that hard. The third thing I look at here is, what do both parties want? If you're somebody that's in a lease, and let's say your lease is up in 90 days, and the seller would like to move within 75 days. You may say, okay, we can close in 75 days. That'll give you 2 weeks to move out of your apartment or whatever and move into your new home, and it's a win-win for everyone. Your agent will talk to the list agent and talk to them about what dates are important to them, and then somehow you guys will need to work together to try to meet in the middle. Now, I would advise you to pick a more reputable lender than just hopping online and throwing out your information out there. The reason why I say that is, if you pick an internet lender, and there's nothing wrong with these people, but they might be in California and we're in Indiana, okay? We're a 3-hour time difference. So they're calling you at 8 o'clock at night when it's 5 o'clock their time, and it messes you up, number one. But number two, most of those lenders are 9 to 5 type workers. So when you're out looking at a house on Saturday and you really want the house, but it may be $5,000 over your budget, like me as the agent would go to your lender and say, hey, here's the house, is this going to work for this buyer? And they can run the numbers and let me know. If you're online working with a out-of-state lender, they're probably not going to call you back, and you could miss out on your property. That's one thing. The other thing is, again, they're in a different state, so it makes it harder to communicate, and that could really slow you down. It doesn't seem like much, but if you're 1, 2, 3 days behind here and there, that could turn your closing into a nightmare. You could turn into, delayed by a week or whatever. So definitely get with your agent and figure out who they recommend. Do your homework, do your research, find out more information about that lender before you go ahead and pick the one that you want to work with. So after all of that, how long does it take to close on a home? I would say the average is about 30 days. Again, depends on how long that you need and how long the seller needs. I would say the average time frame, I tell most people, 30 to 45 days is what I would expect. I've got a quick bonus tip for you. Finding a house you want may take months, heck, it may even take years. If you're as picky as my wife and I. But what I often see is, most of the time, buyers will get set up on a search from their realtor. They'll see a list of homes, and then you'll either drive out to look at these properties yourself, or you'll drive by before looking at the property and realizing that the property is, maybe it's not on the cul-de-sac, it's on a busier street, or maybe the yard backs up to power lines that you didn't see in the picture. And so you end up wasting a lot of time and money and gas. So what I do for my clients is, if you're one of those people that are super busy and you just don't want to waste a lot of time, or maybe you work night shift and you don't have time to get into these properties, I actually invested into a 360-degree camera right here. You can see in the video above here what that looks like for you as a buyer. But if you want me to go out and personally look at these properties, I have no problem doing that and sending you guys a private link so you could view that property on your own time. And then obviously, if you wanted to see that property in person, we would then set up another appointment. Now, right now the market is really hot, so these houses are selling in 1 or 2 days. So this may not work all the time, but it is an option. So it'd save you a headache. Like, maybe you go, hey, this bedroom looks too small. you know, I don't think my bed will fit. And then based on my video, you may go, oh yeah, I was right. Or hey, actually, no, I do want to see that property. So again, let me know, shoot me a message, hit me with a text or an email, whatever works for you. I'd be more than happy to set that up for you and have conversations about what you're looking for and so on. Thanks again for watching this video. Please share this with a friend, like, comment, and if you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to message me, hit me up, text me, whatever works, and we will catch you on the next video. Thanks. I will advise you to pick a reputable, gosh, that's a weird word. Now, I would advise you to pick a reputable, I don't even know if that's the right word, reputable lender, reputable, okay.